Okay, so about a year ago, Kody and I went on this trip to Utah, and in Utah we went to 2 national parks, and it was just beautiful. We had the time of our life. It was the best trip ever, and from that trip we became really inspired to try and get outside more, do more outside, hiking, camping, all the things, just get more in God's creation and see what the world has to offer. So I had grown up camping and I loved camping. My dad always took us on trips. Kody had never camped before, but we really wanted something that was going to just be so easy and give us zero excuses to get outside. So something that took almost no setup. We could just go and camp just any random weekend that we chose. So what we decided to do was convert our 2008 Jeep Commander into a camping vehicle. First problem we ran into when trying to make our platform bed was after we took the seats out, we found that the back of this Jeep is actually really unlevel. A lot of the time you can just take the seats out and everything is flat, but that's not our case, so we had to make our build revolve around that. Okay, so these are the pieces of our platform bed that we built to fit inside the back of our Jeep. First things first, we had to remove all of the seats. So we just kept, obviously, the 2 front seats, but there was actually 2 more rows of seats here. So before we could do anything, obviously, we needed to take those out, and that was actually super hard. And the seats are very heavy, and you have to unbolt and unscrew all of that. So got those out, and then just had this rug. So we put this rug here on the floor of the Jeep because there's a lot of crazy things that stick out, and where the seats went, there's bolts and whatnot. So wanted to cover that up and have a nice, soft bottom. So these pieces are what we came up with. We did very minimal planning. We basically drew it out on a piece of notebook paper, and then we took that notebook paper to Home Depot and bought some wood. I don't even know what wood we bought. Just bought some random wood, had them cut it to the pieces that we needed, cut some of the pieces ourselves, and just put it together. A couple things that not everybody thinks about when they're creating a platform bed or anything like that for the back of a car. You have to leave some space at the top for your head. A lot of times people will make a bed in the back and it's super tall and it comes like up to here. There's a ton of storage under, but then when you think about sleeping, it's almost like you're sleeping in a coffin because everything is so closed and tight. So we needed our bed to, 1, make do with all the unleveled space, and 2, not be so tall.
So we have these piano hinges on our bed on this one piece right here. These hinges are kind of meant for pianos, but we used it so that we have 3 of them so that we can fold back our chairs whenever we're driving, so we're not super uncomfortable while we're actually driving.
Also, so we can store stuff.
Also for storage, correct. And then we use these legs. Please do not make fun of our handiwork here. It's pretty funny looking, but it's all good because it works, right? Whatever works, works. We have these legs that are easily taken off. and you could stick it in the, maybe?
Just for some extra support.
You could stick it for extra support because this is where our heads go when we are taking a nap.
We also utilize the storage underneath it. So these are just some of our camping essentials that we take all the time. Our Eno is in there. We have some fuel for our stove, first aid kit, camping silverware and whatnot. So a lot of that stuff fits really nicely under the bed, and everything kind of has a place. So that's our platform bed that we put in the back of our Jeep Commander. We are not woodworkers by any means. We have absolutely no idea what we were doing, but we're really happy with this, and it's made it super easy to just pack and go. So we've been quite content with it. This is even some more storage for some other things. We put our chairs and stuff down here, or our clothes. I feel like overall we probably only spent about $100 as well doing this, and that was just to buy the wood. We did already have a saw, so we did use that, but maybe a little bit less than $100 in wood. We had actually a lot of wood left over because we purchased too much, so yeah, it was really easy and really cheap. We finished it in a weekend, and was able to put it together, and now we can just take it and go whenever we want to.